2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. And in our matchup tonight, you'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault as it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From watch your head to the too small or rock the baby to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message. Kevin?
And the message usually received, D.A. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And for the Celtics, up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. And Greg up and down the Celtics roster. So many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
Now here's Williams. Here's Smart. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Oh, Marcus Smart, a tenacious defender, which doesn't always show up, I think, sometimes, Doris, on the statistical sheet after the game.
Well, and in fact, Kevin, different teams have different defensive metrics trying to measure that impact. All you have to do, though, with Marcus Smart is watch the guy work on that end. The way he tracks the play, the way he anticipates, just the energy he brings on the defensive end changes the equation.
The first free throw is good. And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah, and teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
And so he makes both from the line. And Doris, the quickness both of these teams possess should make this an interesting game. We could see a lot of transition play.
Neither of these teams is going to be under duress of the shot clock. I am curious to find out which team not only plays quickly, but does so without turning it over. That maximizes their possession. That team, I think, has a real shot of winning this basketball game.
Here's Tatum. Michael Conley making his last shot. Here's Williams. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. For 3, Edwards. And Boston with the rebound. Left side, Brown. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. The pass to Towns. He kicks to McDaniels. Passes it to Conley. Gobert against Williams.
And the defensive prowess of Williams, just effective at altering shots and almost getting into the heads of shooters.
Tatum dishes to Williams. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Oh, here is Edwards. Back to Conley. 6 to shoot. Pass to Towns. Good on the triple.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Back to Tatum. Horford the pass to Williams. The kick out to Brown. Smart on the wing. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Smart's got 5 points so far. Outside Edwards. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And stolen by Williams. Tatum on the wing. Shoots over McDaniel. Tatum's shot is off.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Williams kicks to Horford. This one for 3. They get it back. The kick out to Tatum. Three-pointer. Tatum on the wing. Gobert trying to get open. Off target from outside. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. And there's the pass to Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, G.A. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and a guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
And the first one at the line is good. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Now here's Tatum. Outside, Horford. And here's Brown outside. The shot will not fall. And Minnesota now the other way. You're right, defense, it's been terrific for them. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
They get it again. Passes to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Conley's shot is off.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Tatum finds Brown. Right side, Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum with it. Now defended by Gobert. There's Williams. Gobert with the block.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back.
Back to Edwards from outside the arc, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
And a whole new look out on the floor for the Celtics. Timberwolves also changing it up. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels, and it's Noel in for Mike Conley. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight. Now
here's Anderson. doesn't drop. White with the defensive effort. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
That was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Here's Noel after Malcolm Brogdon's bucket. 6 on the shot clock. Scooped up and finished off by Gobert.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
It's White on the wing. Pass to Hauser. Brogdon with it. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Assisted
A
by
little sauce.
Kyle
Anthony Edwards
Anderson.
rise high and finish over the defender.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. And there's
Celtics
the call
foul.
on Malcolm Brogdon.
Malcolm Brogdon.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Noel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by Brogdon. Celtics trail by 5. Here's White. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Here's Edwards. And they pick up 2. Edwards got 7 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And that
That's
does
the
it for
end
the
of the
first
first
quarter.
quarter with the
The
score.
Timberwolves on top. They lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
16. Here they come. It's Celtics.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Timberwolves leading by 5. So on the floor for Minnesota. 2 big men inside. Towns and Gobert. Anthony Edwards out there with Conley. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Edwards inside. Guarded by Smart. Edwards can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, this is the aspect of Tatum's game that is most improving, the ability to manipulate defenses and find an open teammate.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Towns. And it's Austin Rivers in for Edwards. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little go. Many teams can use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job of contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
And that one falls for Prince.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Outside Tatum for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The shooting stroke of Jason Tatum is elite, so it matters not if he's creating his own off the dribble or, in this case, just rising and firing off the catch.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's covered by Brown. Now, McDaniels. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Tatum drives in. And the pass to Pritchard. Rivers against Smart. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Here's McDaniels. No good that time. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Tatum passes to Horford. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, that's just about sheer effort from Al Horford. The defense made their presence felt, but Horford utilizes his length.
Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Rivers.
Guys, you have to remember when even talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is so young.
The Timberwolves have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Austin Rivers, 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Rivers. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Boston trailing. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
CJ Tatum rise above the defense and lead, no doubt.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet. And that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Here's Brown. Back to Smart. Tatum kicks to Smart. Here's Horford. Off target from 3-point range. Here's McDaniels. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Brown the pass to Williams. He gets that one. Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And you got to appreciate how much Robert Williams just gets after it on defense.
You really do, because he wants to block every single shot that goes up. He hits the glass now with a level of aggression after being challenged by his coaching staff. And goodness, his teammates love his energy.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And here's Anderson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. A 3-pointer, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, if he defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to Brogdon. Fires from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. 1:58 left now here in the second.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Gallinari, good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
It feels like Malcolm Brogdon, with every repetition, turns that passing from excellent to elite.
Passes it to Towns. And he uses the glass on the lane. Towns has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Brogdon the pass to Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's the three. And it's White missing. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Towns. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
The assist.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards.
Edwards.
Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Back to Brogdon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family grade where education comes first.
And well, Malcolm earned his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad and brother were lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon may be the smartest guy in the NBA.
That free throw missing.
And that 50-40-90 club, man, it is small. And how about Malcolm Brogdon joined it back in 2019?
Well, consider the active players who have done it. It's Malcolm, as you just said, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Steph Curry. I would say that's pretty good company. And if you look all time, the rest on the list are a bunch of Hall of Famers.
Pass to Towns. Over Gallinari. Williams trying to break free. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Back to Gobert. Basket good.
Rudy
Gobert's
Gobert.
got 6.
It's incredible to think how far Rudy Gobert has come since entering the league and his ability to finish at the cup. That is just nicely done.
Brogdon looking it over. To the paint. Towns with the steal. Outside Edwards. Ball's not loose.
Well, you've got to have anticipation skills, and reading your man is so important. Malcolm Brogdon guarding right now.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that 3. It's not.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan.
Fans Please give a big round of applause.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
His fingerprints were all over this, involving his guys with his passes, finding different ways to take advantage of the defense.
The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Clock is at 3. Up and in on the way. McDaniel's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Minnesota. To the inside. Gobert with the block. Edwards with it. Inside. Conley dishes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics trail by 5.
Guys, you think about the Boston Celtics, and obviously the offense is driven by the two J's, Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So much of what Boston does starts with their wing play.
Outside Edwards. There's the pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Passes it to Gobert. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
It's a close game here in Boston. And doors with Tatum and Brown. If they aren't scoring, they're creating for others.
Yeah, both Jason and Jaylen took major steps as playmakers, understanding the value of their teammates as release points, as guys who can take some pressure off in terms of the scoring load. And listen, neither guy is finished improving.
Gobert the pass to Edwards. There's the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And the basket by Tatum.
Jason Tatum committed to adding strength and adding weight, and now the ability to finish through contact so evident.
Pass to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Outside, Towns. Outside, Conley. A 3. Kept alive. Gobert. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, wreaking havoc with his size down there. The stifled power. Rudy Gobert assertive. My goodness.
At the line for 2.
And that one misses.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Austin Rivers in for Edwards.
A little shaky from the line. Instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
For your Celtics youth dance team. Boston, put your hands together. Once again, they are Celtics Entertainment.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Left side, Williams. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. From 11 feet away. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Celtics. Over Conley. Boston, no good that time either. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Brown. A second chance effort. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Here's Rivers, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
Smart misses. Timberwolves leading by 4. Let's a floater go. And the rejection by Tatum. A nice shot by McDaniel.
You know, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Tatum kicks to Smart. Here's Horford. And just miss after miss right now. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. It's the three-point bomb. And it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. They have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Timeout call, the Celtics.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
This feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Gallinari comes in for Al Horford. Brogdon, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Derek White subbed in for Marcus Smart. And he makes that one. Tatum's got 11.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Timberwolves. And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum. An incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player. Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
Brogdon the pass to White. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. White's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
We know you all want a t-shirt, everyone. Let me hear you get loud.
Anderson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Noel comes in for Rivers. From the inbound, a nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got the lead up to 10 now for Minnesota.
Well, improving his passing over the years, this is what you like to see from Rudy Gobert, and a wrinkle or two in the offseason. Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Conley kicks to McDaniel. Timberwolves pixing it around. Pass to Gobert. Over Williams. Gobert, no good.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play can spark his groove.
Now, here's McDaniel. 10 points for him. Yes, that goes in. McDaniel's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Tatum kicks to Gallinari. Tatum passes to Brogdon. Puts up a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Now the pass to Noel. Gobert trying to get open. Tries again. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics trail by 8. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
What you love about former Rookie of the Year Malcolm Brogdon is this guy gives you great effort on both ends. Can play the 1 and the 2 offensively, smart defensively, and the versatility is key.
That free throw good from Brogdon. Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Minnesota also making some changes. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Rudy Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Noel. Timberwolves leading by 6. Looking to get back on track here, and too long on the shot.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Here's White, and White slams it in.
Don't sleep on the athleticism of Derek White. How fast did he get off his feet to punch that one home?
Here's Edwards. Can't get it to fall. And we've reached the end of the third.
With the
The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 4.
46.
And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Reed. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. Lays it up off the glass. Anderson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Timberwolves.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Anderson outside. That's tipped. It's stolen by Brown. Williams finds Smart to the middle. And the layup falls.
If there's any player in the league who relishes contact, it's Marcus Smart. You want to play physical? Oh, yeah, I like that.
Outside Edwards. Back to Anderson. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Derek White. Minnesota also with the sub. Daniels, he's checked in for Anderson. Off the inbound pass. Reed gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Smart. He doesn't hit that one. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves shooting reasonably well, 45%. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Edwards against Brown. Edwards inside.
Well, to me, that's the wingspan of Jaylen Brown bothering shooters. This guy gets right in their space and throws them off balance.
The Celtics working the ball around now. There's the triple. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's McDaniels. Pocket 6. Conley inside the line. Here's Towns. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. It's on Robert Williams.
Well, making sure you get the shot opportunity through contact. Karl Anthony Towns goes to the free throw line.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
Tatum, that's for two. Second chance shot, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
Just such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
Williams at the line for 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Horford against Towns. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Gobert with the block. They get it back to tie it up. He can't get it to go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. 4th team foul.
To the hoop. McDaniels. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Stolen by Conley. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And your Celtics youth dance team.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for the guys during the timeout. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Oh, you have to love Al Horford, prepared to deliver in the important moments.
Here is Conley. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Over Brown. Offensive rebound. Out to Edwards. From the arc. Unable to get that one.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Bounce pass Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Edwards against Brown. Edwards working it over. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice in the pipes.
And it's blocked by Conley. Brown the pass to Tatum. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 4. High post, working on Williams.
Karl Anthony Towns, as good a free throw shooter out of the post as we've ever seen. He's excellent at the strike. Now it's game pressure to make critical free throws.
Karl Anthony Towns at the line for 2.
He cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Boston. He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're in front by 3. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Michael Conley.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Tatum kicks to Brogdon. Back to Tatum. Down low. The shot by Williams, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. For 3, Edwards. And Tatum pulls it down.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Out to Conley. Gobert dishes to Edwards. Outside Conley to tie it up. Count it! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
3 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
In the corner, Tatum with it. It's not going to go for him. Gobert with the defensive effort. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Edwards against Brown to take the lead. No good. Williams passes to Tatum. Money!
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 6 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Outside Edwards. Shoots over Brown. And so it's Boston sweeping by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous minutes as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long.